We're live.
Right. We are live. What's going on, everybody? This is Matt and Scott with Stout Sportsmen. Welcome back.
This is the Bassmaster Classic at Lake Guntersville 2020 show.
Yes.
Did I get it all?
Yeah, I think we're good.
March 6th through the 8th.
Yes. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Definitely looking forward to this one. After quite a sabbatical. It's 3-4 weeks off we've had.
Yep.
Yeah. So this is going to be fun. I was actually talking with Ann last night about our picks, and she said she had watched our live stream and she took notes and showed me her notes. It was pretty impressive. But I'm pretty solid with the guys I picked, and I don't think I'm going to be changing anything at all. I like who I got, so confident.
I guess I haven't changed anybody because I haven't looked at it.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, I know. My wife Kim, she said she's going to do some research, and I don't think she's done the research yet. But
okay. Has she made her picks yet?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. Well, make sure you get on her about that. Friday will be here before you know it.
Yeah. I know where she lives.
Right. Yeah. Close by, right?
Yeah. Let's see if we get in. Nobody's on yet.
All right.
Usually we have a few strays show up after a few minutes.
Okay. Yeah, we can. I also looked through the photo gallery. A lot of the elite events or Bassmaster events, they kind of asked a bunch of the guys what they think weight wise, what the winning total is going to be. So I kind of clicked through. I think there was 20 different guys they had holding up the little whiteboard.
Oh yeah, yep.
But yeah, it looked mostly like low to mid 60s, and a couple of random people had. I think the highest I saw was like 78 pounds. So yeah, there's a little bit of a wide range, but that mid 60-pound range for a 3-day bag, not bad.
Yeah, Ray. I just saw Ray Hanselman says 78 pounds, 15 ounces.
Yeah, that's, I don't know. Nothing wrong with that. Maybe he knows something. And these guys are giving their weights after they've practiced. I read, I think it was yesterday or this morning at work, I was reading through basically what their practice schedule was. I think they had 3 practice days starting late last weekend over the weekend. They had 2 days off and then like a partial day, a media day, and 1 more day of practice. So they've been busy for this last week. Very busy. Yeah.
And also I don't know, man. I think some of them might be playing coy. Like they may know some.
I think so too. Yep. Yeah. For sure. Because they're not gonna, if they found something that's working and the conditions stay the same, I think they're gonna keep their tight-lipped. This is all or nothing, so you can't give away your bag of tricks too soon.
Yeah. Looks like we have one person on from Facebook.
Okay.
Hey, if you guys are in the live stream, say hi.
Yeah. Say what's going on, man. One of the other articles, I think this was just put up today. They were asking, I don't know, there's probably 8 or 10 guys that they were asking shallow or deep. And so some of the guys are just kind of talking about what depth of water they're going to probably be doing most of their fishing. So most of the guys, I think, were saying, that middle depth range, 5 to 8 feet, and somewhere in there. A couple guys a little bit shallower, but I think it all really ends up depending on where the bass are.
Yeah, and we'll see. I think there might be a big change. I know most of their practices are going to be in the rain.
Yes,
or is in the rain, and the weekend looks good for no rain, no precipitation.
Right. That will definitely change, where the fish are going to be at, most likely anyways.
I'll pull it up real quick. I know I did the weather forecast in our live stream for our fantasy picks, but
I haven't looked at it since we looked at it Sunday.
Let's see.
Oh, it's in my recently searched. Good. Type in Guntersville, Alabama then.
It's looking very similar.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like it might be a little windy on Friday, 10 to 20. But but Saturday and Sunday look pretty good.
Yeah, not bad at all. Friday would be the coolest day, especially early on. So it's a low of 33, so I'm assuming that would be overnight, but 33, high of 53 with sunny Sunday, and then partly cloudy. Or I'm sorry, 57 Saturday, and then Sunday, 62, partly cloudy. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at weather.com.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same here.
So that partly cloudy for Sunday, that's probably going to be good. I'm looking at 7-mile-per-hour wind. So
yep.
Sunday, I think is going to be probably. I'm thinking probably the biggest bag, because I mean, with similar conditions after 2 days of fishing, I think they'll have it pretty well figured out for Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, there might be with that partly cloudy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wouldn't put out of. I wouldn't say that even probably the top 5 or 6 guys, I mean, even maybe down to 10, could have a chance. You get a couple big, just that little change of partly cloudy.
Yeah,
you find a good hole and
you
can put it together.
I was reading this morning, Rick Clunn talking about basically, I think his first classic and a couple of the classics since then, and within I think like 20 minutes or 25 minutes, something like that, he had like a ridiculous bag. And that was like back before cell phones and all that. And they were using CB radios to kind of radio in what they had and stuff like that. And obviously everybody's on the same channel. And some of the guys were like pissed off. Like the one guy was saying that he was like so mad he was about ready to throw his rod in the water. Like, can you imagine? Like you're out there fishing. The guy didn't even make a cast yet. And he heard over the CB that, Clunn had, like 25 pounds or something already, like 20 minutes into the day. That's got to rain on your parade like real quick.
Yeah, that's crazy. You gotta really think about those guys in those years. They didn't have like the GPS to be able to mark their spots.
I mean, they were using like flashers and stuff.
Yeah, they're doing the triangulation. Like, okay, I see a rock over here.
Right.
And there's a dock over here.
Yep. Yeah.
They eyed it up, and that's crazy. But
one of the things Clunn also said was he kind of studied a lot of the other guys before him that were consistently maybe not winning, but like those top 5-10 guys, and he found a pattern and he started fishing that pattern, and it just worked for him. But you should go and read that article that I did. I don't know if you did or not, but he was like flat broke pretty much, and he ended up having to sell like one of his prized firearms just to be able to fly to New Orleans, and then from there they took him to whatever lake they were going to. So it's a really great story.
Nice.
But he had a dream, and he luckily for him he followed it, because I think didn't he win like 2 years in a row? I want to say it was his first 2 years, I think, that he won in the Classic, and then just from then on, like his guide business and everything just kind of took off for him. Yeah,
I mean, anybody who wins the Bassmaster Classic, like your life changes.
Yep. Because I think he was based out of Conroe, I want to say, down in Texas, and which is a Houston area, and he would basically went from having like one guide per month to there was like these big, Houston corporations calling him, and they booked him for like the entire season.
Wow.
So that first Classic for him just made his career basically.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, I mean, it's to win is 300,000, right? Nowadays.
I'm not sure what it is this year. I know back then, I think I want to say it was either 10 or 25 grand, and that was winner take all back then. Because I know now, like everybody that fishes in the Classic gets a check, correct?
Yeah, you get basically a check for showing up.
Yeah, yep. And especially for like a lot of the open guys that are fishing, I mean, this is huge. I mean, you could probably win like an open or whatever your regional is that you're fishing. You could win that, and I don't know what their payouts are, but maybe 10,000, 5,000, and you're coming to the Classic and you're fishing like the Super Bowl. And I mean, you're getting a check just as big, if not bigger. That's huge for them.
So I'm just pulling up last year's.
Okay.
Let's see. There's 52 guys that fished the Bassmaster Classic last year,
Mm-hmm.
and you got $10,000 just for showing up.
Wow. Yeah.
25th through 17th got 13,000.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, through 16th. 15th through 11th got 15,000. 20,000 for 9th and 10th. 21 and a half, or oh, okay. 21,500 for 7th and 8th. 22,000 for 6th, 25 for 5th. 30,000 for 4th, 40 for 3rd, 50 for 2nd, and 300 grand for the winner.
Wow. Dang, that's crazy.
And that's I think it's $1 million prize purse. I think that all adds up to $1 million.
Yeah.
So
I mean, there's probably even some of the lower end pros that are fishing in this. That's huge money. I mean, there's probably guys that even with all the sponsors and stuff that are still scraping by.
oh yeah.
I mean, that's like career changing money for a bass fisherman.
Yeah, I mean, you figure they're probably spending a couple thousand just to show up.
Yeah, and with that many practice days, you know you're going to be blowing a lot of gas for sure.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like a boat like yours, it's not you're not spending a whole lot of money on gas making runs, but you got these bigger motors, 200-300 horsepower motors. They're spending a lot of money, especially if they're making long runs, an hour, 2 hours each way. They go through a lot of gas. And those are big tanks in some of them, aren't they? Like 40 plus gallons.
Oh yeah.
I think some of them, yeah.
Yeah, my little 90 horse has a
What, 24 is it?
24 gallon. Yep.
24. Yeah, I mean, that'll last us like 3-4 days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, easy. Yeah. Yep. I know, like on Chickamauga and then Cumberland, we never had to fill up at the marina. So, yeah.
Yeah, we used to just fill up on the way down, make sure we were full, and we were good for the 4 or 5 days we were down wherever we were.
Yeah.
And those guys, I mean, the days they spend just driving around, graphing.
Yeah, just reading the graphs, looking for structure, all that stuff if they don't already have it.
Yeah. So I don't know if any of our viewers are going to be going to the Classic.
Yeah, if you are, let us know. That'd be freaking sweet. Yeah. Give us some firsthand knowledge, what's going on, what it's like.
Well, we won't be there this year, but
no.
Depending one of these years.
One of these years we will be there. For sure. I think it's one of those bucket list things. I don't know, hopefully they have a Classic in the next couple of years at Chickamauga. That'd be nice because we're a little bit familiar with the area and the lake.
Yeah.
So I think that'd be a lot of fun, definitely, to go down. Yep. But at the same time, if we're going to make a trip to go watch the Classic, we've talked about this before, but you kind of want to do a little fishing yourself too. But you don't want to add extra pressure to the lake, so you kind of got to be respectful there. But yeah,
the big thing with the actually all bass events, it's all free to show up. Mm-hmm. So they have a big at the Classic. They have a very big lot of vendors. A lot of the different companies have booths. You can walk around at the Classic forget what they call it, the classic, whatever it is, the classic show.
Yeah.
So you can go and do that for free, and you can go to the weigh-ins for free.
Yeah.
So it's all
that'd be exciting.
Yep.
And it's not like you got to go through 80, 85, 90 people. You know, it's not like a normal elite event where you're going to be there for hours.
Yeah.
You know, you're only going through what'd you say, 52 people or something like that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Larry just chimed in. Hey, Larry.
Hey, what's going on? Trade show. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep. And I think Larry did say, did he say that he did go to one of the classics, or is that on your bucket list? I think you said you did go to one of the classics before. But yeah, it's definitely something that I'm going to put on my list to do.
Yep.
And hopefully within the next 2 or 3 years, I would say so for sure. I got a hunch. Yes, he did. Okay. Where was that anyways? I forget. Was that Guntersville?
Lay Lake in Alabama.
Lake. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I think they need to have one a little closer to us, more north.
Yeah, I mean,
I know.
Even like I mean, it's probably only an hour and a half or so closer, but Chickamauga, or even Kentucky Lake, Cumberland, Cherokee, something like that, something a little bit closer where we're not driving 12 hours.
Yeah, I know. The big thing with the Classic is they want somewhere where they can have like a convention center nearby to be able to do the weigh-ins and all that kind of stuff. So somewhere like Cumberland is probably out of the question, seeing as there really isn't much around.
Really nothing around it. Yeah. Yep. So did you end up reading any of the articles or anything on Bassmaster on the website on what's going on down there?
I haven't.
Okay.
I haven't really.
Yeah, I did a little bit of reading, yesterday and today. We had some breakdowns at work, so I had a little bit of spare time on my hands.
They do boat ride tours. That was the new Phoenix boats, and it was an awesome ride. 79 miles per hour.
Really? That's got to be borderline scary. I was reading something yesterday too about, I think it's ballistic boats. I forget who the angler was. That's how good attention I paid to reading the article. But they've only made, I don't know, like 15 boats or something. But whatever angler it was, they chose him as their spokesman. So it'd be interesting to actually, every now and then Bassmaster on the website puts up just kind of like a walkthrough of the pros boats. It'd be nice if they did one for that, for that guy, just to kind of see, any differences in, boat layout, stuff like that. Because it is interesting. Each manufacturer is kind of laid out just a little bit different. So,
yeah, I mean, this year there's actually a lot of guys running aluminum boats.
Yes, yeah, that's interesting, and especially if you're not like a top level pro making huge money, or you don't have quite that sponsor money, that that boat manufacturer doesn't want to give you a free ride on that boat. You got to pay for it yourself. Yeah, aluminum's a way to go for sure. It's a lot lighter, probably going to spend less money in gas. So,
yep.
Because not every bass fisherman is a millionaire.
There's very few of us. And if you want to make $1 million bass fishing, you should probably just start off with 2 million.
Right. There was a meme or something I think I sent you a while back, maybe a year or two. Like, the best way to become a millionaire as a fisherman is to start out as a billionaire. Yep.
One of these weeks coming up, we'll get Larry on the show. We'll have him come on and
if Larry, if you got a laptop or monitor with a webcam on it, we can pull you into, and we can do a three-way up on the screen here, and I think that'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah, I think he can even do it off his phone.
Yeah, you should be able to do it off your cell phone too. Yeah, because I think I did one of our live streams, I think, off my cell phone, because I was having my laptop wanted to update in hours, but yeah. Yep.
Yeah, we'll work that out, and we'll do. I mean, it'll just be maybe a shoot the shit show.
Right. Yeah. Just kind of talk about whatever's going on. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Talk to Maddie, and I'm sure she's got she's probably a little more tech savvy than you.
Yeah, he's got a PR person.
Right. I mean, not to get off topic though, but I think definitely over the summertime, I'd like to bring my boat up, back up your guys' way, and whether we go out on your boat, my boat, whoever's boat, just kind of do some fishing up there, and just put up some fish catch videos, not fishing videos, fish catch videos. For sure.
You know what we have to do though is we're gonna have to do some videos for like some side-by-side shots, for kind of like b-roll they call it, so we can actually have a picture of us fishing off of the boat.
Okay. Right, from
drive-bys and
from a neighboring boat.
Yeah, exactly.
Or one of us needs to throw a couple bucks down and get a drone. Been thinking about it, but that money's just hard to justify at the moment.
Yeah.
For a decent one anyways. But something that floats. just in case.
All right. Do you want to throw out three names? Throw out three names that you think are going to do well this weekend.
Ray Hanselman. I mean, that's one of the guys I picked. I probably have the most confidence in him than I do any other angler that in any of my buckets, for sure. And the other two guys I'll just throw out there I did not pick, but the Johnson brothers. I mean, they weren't heavily favored for this weekend, but I think they might surprise a lot of people, I think. Yeah, especially going after big fish.
So my three, one is going to be Chris Zaldane. I did pick him.
Yes.
He's been the second place man for a while here in a lot of tournaments.
He has.
And, I think if he can get on he throws that swim bait a lot, and I think if he gets on a good bite, I think he has a good chance.
He's dangerous. Yeah, if he gets on a good bite, he's gonna put him in the boat for sure.
My other picks are to do well let's go with John Cruz.
Yes, he did finish second at St. John's, so he's coming in hot.
And I think he's been around long enough.
Yeah,
I think he's due.
Yeah, he is. And he definitely earned that second place at St. John's for sure. I mean, after day one, day two, I mean, I think he gradually moved up, but it was like that progression through those 3 days. He figured it out quick.
Yep. And then my last one is actually 3A and 3B is going to be Scott Canterbury and Matt Heron. They're both from that area.
Right.
And being from that area, good chance you might.
Yeah. Originally, for a bucket, I believe I did have Canterbury, but I traded off mostly because of the fact that he was heavily picked. So I kind of wanted to pick somebody that wasn't favored as heavily, I should say.
Yep. We have Canterbury as our A pick for
Stout Sportsmen. Yep. Yeah.
And
go ahead.
We can't have a show without talking about the legend of Cody Holland.
You're right.
31.6% picked, but nobody knows why.
Right. Yeah. And actually, you were. Did he put that video out today or yesterday? Hell Bass.
It might have actually been out last week.
Okay.
But yeah, he kind of had the same thoughts we did about Cody Holland.
Just, kind of scratching our head, like why is he getting all this? I mean, we basically boiled it down to that he was ranked 23rd, right?
Yep.
So if that was the highest ranked guy for the e-bucket, so that we're assuming that's why he was percentage so heavily for the classic. So I guess it kind of makes sense, but yeah. And tell him about your comment on his video.
I'm trying to remember exactly which. I made a few comments on his video.
Well, he ended up highlighting your comment. So basically, you go and watch that video, and it's pretty much one of the first comments.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up just so.
Okay.
Yeah, he said we wondered the same thing about Cody Holland. He will now be known as the Legend of Cody Holland.
Right. That would be pretty cool though. Like if he did pull out like a top 5 or a win or something, that'd be amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, he'd be the next Kevin Van Dam.
We'll see.
Winner.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe in a few tournaments we can get Rich to join us. I think that's his name, Rich Lindgren.
Mm-hmm.
He actually does do some articles for Bassmaster, and specifically more for fantasy fishing. So we'll get him on and see if he'll join us for a few minutes at least.
Yeah, I mean that's through the Bassmaster website. That's where I actually found it and started watching his videos last week. I found it. I was watching one of his videos about the classic and stuff like that, and I've watched a couple of his videos. I subscribed, so yeah, he's got good content on there. So yeah, I think his channel's. I think he's just over 1,000 subscribers, but yeah, that should grow pretty quick. I would think.
Yeah, definitely. Is there anything else you want to talk about? I mean, this is the classic show, so
yeah. I don't know. I'm just looking forward to it. I just want Friday to get here.
Yeah, I hear you.
I mean, Friday at work for me is usually an easy day because we're not running production going into the weekend. So a lot of time I'll just be sitting at my desk at work and kind of watching Bassmaster Live and whatever. All right, Larry's got to go. All right, good chatting with you, Larry. We'll see you next time.
Yep. Thanks for joining us. I think we're probably going to head out here soon too.
Yeah, we're going to head out. Yep. But yeah, I'm excited for this weekend. It might not look like I am, but it's just like deep down inside, I want to watch some fishing. I want my guys to do well in all my buckets. I want to come away with 1,400 plus points this week. So I get some bragging rights back because the girlfriend's beating me right now. She's one place ahead of me.
Yeah, I need a little redemption. So looking forward to it. And if I can't fish, I might as well watch somebody else fish.
Right. Yeah, that's the next best thing. Yep.
Oh, and if they're actually taking the ice boom out of Lake Erie, so.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Good.
So it's early time this year.
Yeah. Yeah. There's Tesla right on cue. She comes in right as we got to sign off. So
yeah. So I think that's going to do it for us.
All right, guys.
Subscribe and like our video if you haven't already.
Yeah. Tell your friends and family. Word of mouth goes a long way in this business.
Yeah. Come be stout with us.
Right. Be stout.
Be stout.
All right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I hope you guys are looking forward to the classic as much as we are.
Have a good one, guys.
All right. Scott and Matt from StoutCast. We're out.